Shalom friends. The demon princess Ufrut is hella stressed out. Her AWOL human husband has left her on red for a really long time. Then she finally gets the confirmation she fears. He's abandoning her and their son, but refuses to give her a divorce and free her. Why are men? Why? Welcome back to Jewish Lore Reactions, Ride or Ashmodai, Part 2. Ufrut is devastated. She had known the Jerusalemite was trouble when he walked in, but she thought she had made him happy. And now he had made her an agunah, a woman chained to a dead marriage. Heartbroken and embarrassed, she tells her father, King Ashmodai, everything. Understandably, Ashmodai is
fucking furious.
He has his demon lawyers email his son-in-law.
We hope this email finds you before we do. You have one, transgressed the prohibition about swearing falsely, Leviticus 19:12, and two, violated the marriage agreements of both your first wife Chava and your second wife, the princess Ufrut, by abandoning them and thus not fulfilling your legal obligations to provide them with food, shelter, and sexual satisfaction, as per Exodus 21:10. Maybe you can't do that last one. P.S. We will be suing you for psychological damages for every subsequent email we have to send about this issue.
The Jerusalemite still doesn't care. He is never beating those "I'm a piece of shit" allegations. Ashmodai says to Ufrut,
"Oh, honey, I'm so sorry you're going through this. Would it make you feel any better at all if I took my whole demon army and went to his house and, ripped off his head a little bit?"
And Ufrut replies, "Thank you, Dad. I love you so much. But he's my husband, and I have to approach this the right way, like you taught me. I'll take him to the Beit Din. But I'll also take the army." It does make quite an impression. In the middle of the night, Ufrut, her son Solomon, and a whole host of demons descends upon Jerusalem. But Ufrut, being the ethical person and leader that she is, reminds the army that they just can't start murking people. After all, demons in this story go to synagogue, study Torah, become rabbis, and generally follow Jewish law. They have a moral code. So instead, Solomon goes to have a little chit-chat with his deadbeat dad. The Jerusalemite wakes from his sleep to find a shadowy and terrifying figure crouched above him. And the figure says,
"Wake up, guess who? It's your personal sleep paralysis demon."
Just kidding, it's me, Solomon. The son you abandoned? Oh wait, one of the sons you abandoned? Dad, were we the secret family? Or were they the secret family? Not that it really matters now. Mom says you have to obey the oath, or give her a get, or the Lannisters may send their regards, and I'm not sure you want that. I am a literal child, and I know that you're a terrible role model, so maybe for once in your whole life, do the right thing. I'm out. In the morning, Ufrut goes to the Beit Din. In front of the whole community, she pleads her case. The Jerusalemite only ever came to the demon lands because he was an oath breaker. Ashmodai saved his life when his subjects, understandably, wanted to punish him. And then she herself had married him to save his life when he broke his second oath. Ufrut knows her rights according to Jewish law. And she brought receipts. Here is my marriage agreement, which clearly states what I am owed in my marriage and what I am owed in the event of a divorce. The divorce he refuses to grant me. And here are the multiple oaths he swore and signed his name to. The Beit Din asked the Jerusalemite what his deal is, and, well, he goes full bigot on the witness stand. The human race should not be mixing with the demon race. What kind of family values do we want to have in our community? We must preserve traditional marriage. Oath-breaking, well, that's a misfortunate thing that happened, but we have to draw the ethical line somewhere. And this is where I'm drawing it. You son of a fucking jackal. Ufrut is like, are you serious? Nobody regrets this marriage more than me. I dare you to post this whole thing on Reddit and ask AOTA. You will be roasted in the comment section like it's a preview of your time in Gehenna. Even a person who hates his wife must grant her a divorce and pay her the compensation as per her ketubah. And I feel like you should know that because you're a scholar. The Beit Din in this story agree with her. I bet they would have had an excellent review on rateMyBeitDin.com, which is a real website and an excellent resource. A brief PSA here. Some modern Bate Din tell women to just forget about the ketubah money during a divorce to make it more likely for their husbands to grant them a get. But that's not cool. So be like Ufrut, know your rights. in this case, the recalcitrant Jerusalemite still refuses. But for Ufrut, there simply is no reality where she can allow this man to own her future. She says to the court, "Thank you for treating me with compassion, even if he did not budge. Let me kiss my beloved husband goodbye, and then I'll absolve him of any responsibility. And I will go away and leave him alone forever." The court looks at the Jerusalemite like, bro, she's offering you a great deal. Ufrut takes his face in her hands and gazes into the eyes of the man she once loved. She pulls him toward her and kisses him, and she whispers to him, "This should be the reward of every get abuser, for every man as faithless as you. You kept me like a secret, but I kept you like an oath." Suddenly, he can't breathe. He can't breathe. He tries to pry the hands from around his neck, but they are strangling him. With demon strength, as his soul leaves his body and departs for Gehenna, Ufrut releases her grip, and his body falls to the floor. Finally, justice, justice ye shall pursue. I support women's rights and women's wrongs. Our righteous heroine Ufrut returns to Ashmodai's palace in the Mountains of Darkness. I hope she and her dad ate a lot of ice cream together, and she made a 50-part TikTok series called Who the Fuck Did I Marry? And hopefully one day she found a partner worthy of her. Her son Solomon was accepted by the Jerusalemites community and becomes their ruler. I'd like to think he treated Chava and her family well. The story of Ufrut's kiss of death is a revenge fantasy, but it hits so hard and feels so modern because so many Agunot are trapped in horrific limbo to this day, and that cannot stand. If you read or hear about a situation where a man refuses to give his wife a get, and he justifies it by demonizing his wife to the community, to the world, to garner empathy, I want you to remember this story. I want you to remember Ufrut. Even if a man's wife is a literal demon from a metaphysical demon realm, she still deserves freedom. The only monster in that marriage is the man who will not grant it.